Hi, boys and girls. I have a great story for you today. But before that, we have a fun activity to talk about. This is my friend, the turkey. And he has beautiful long wings with feathers and a tail. The colors are absolutely magnificent. He has a red neck and a white little head. He's quite incredible. I know you know quite a few facts about him, or can read them up and do a search. But I want you to stop and think, if you had a turkey all your own, what would you do with him? It sounds like a funny idea, but we're going to read this great story and you'll see why you're going to have to figure out what to do with a turkey when we're done reading. It was the night before Thanksgiving. Story, paintings by PILKEY. Published by Scholastic, Inc. in New York City. It was the night before Thanksgiving. Story and paintings by PILKEY. And what is done with love is done well. Vincent van Gogh. A great quote to get us in the right frame of mind to listen. What would you do with a turkey? What a good question indeed. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and all through the trees fall leaves were spinning aloft the breeze. 8 children boarded a school bus with grins in hopes of a field trip would soon begin. They sang as they rode through the autumn terrains, while visions of drumstick danced in their brains. Those drumsticks do look delicious. I'd like to eat one. Over rivers, through woods, winding and weaves, their school bus sailed on through the new fallen leaves. When out on the road there crossed such a clatter, they threw down their windows to see what was the matter. Do you see the little boys and girls on the school bus? I wonder where they're going. There's a sign on the tree. Maybe they are going to the turkey farm. When what their wondering eyes could see, a miniature farm and 8 tiny turkeys. The little old man, so lively and rugged, they knew in a moment it was Farmer McNugget. Howdy, y'all! He was dressed all in denim from his head to his toe, with a pinch of polyester and a dash of Velcro. And then in a twinkling, they heard in the straw the prancing and prawling of Little Claw. More rapid than chickens he crockled they came, he whistled and shouted and called their name. Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Now Oily and Stanley and Larry and Moe, on Wally, on Beaver and Sherp and Groucho. The turkeys were chunky with smiling beaked faces. They greeted the children with downy embraces. I wonder what it'd be like to hug a turkey. A real turkey with feathers and a beak. So out through the barnyard they ran and they flew. They gobbled and grinned as friends sometimes do. Gobble, 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 do, 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 do. Then someone spotted an axe by the door, and she asked Farmer McNugget, "What is this for?" With a blink of an eye and a twist of his head, Old Farmer told a grim tale of dread. Look at the illustrations. What do you think they're going to do with that axe? Why does Farmer McNugget and his wife have such a somber look to their face?
"Tonight,"
said McNugget,
"these feathery beasts will chop up a roast for Thanksgiving feast."
the children stood with tears in their eyes. They clamored aloud in a chorus of cries. Hoo, 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 hoo. "Oh dear," cried McNugget, "now what shall I do?" He dashed to the well, and the teacher went too. They fetched some water, fresh from the ground, in hopes that a swig gloop, might calm everyone down. And when they returned to a quiet matter, the children were calm and mysteriously better. The boys and girls drank up their drinks in the hay. They thanked old McNugget and waddled away. Does something look strange to you here? What would suddenly make the boys and girls fatter? They limped to the school bus, all huffing and puffing. It's not easy to walk with a hot turkey stuffing. And they, as the school bus drove off in the night, vroom, beep, beep, McNugget looked around, not a turkey in sight. It was the night before Thanksgiving, and all the stars above shone down on the school bus, abounding with love. The very next evening, 8 families were blessed with 8 fluffy Thanksgiving turkeys as guests. They feasted on veggies and jelly and toast, and everyone was thankful. The turkeys the most. So each one gave thanks for the love and for living, and they all had a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. The end. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful story with me. But now we get back to our big problem. If we had to take one of these wonderful turkeys under our t-shirts and sneak them out of a farm to spare their lives on Thanksgiving, what would you do with a turkey in your home? I look forward to hearing all your great ideas. I know you'll come up with some fantastic solutions to having a turkey in our home. Fly off, little birds.